Hello, indie authors and Patreon subscribers. Thanks so much for being a patron. I really appreciate it. And in this month's connection video, I wanted to give you an update on our office slash, oh boy. On the podcast, I've shared that my son is moving in with us and we have to do some remodeling on the house, and there has been some movement towards that, but I feel super far behind and I'm just trying to take it one day at a time, but it feels like I'm working on 3 giant projects all at once, and it's really overwhelming me. So I thought I would give you a little update so that I would feel that I was making progress. And then I wouldn't feel quite so far behind. This is part of why I like doing monthly reflections for my business and personal life, so that I can see progress that I've made, even if I don't remember that I've made it. So, okay. So behind me is my office. I'm going to attempt to switch the camera view. Let's see if it works. It worked. Okay. So I told you that, don't look inside that closet. I told you that this wall, previously blue, or purple, excuse me, was going to be white, and it is now. So it's white, and I have wanted to put some gold accents on this wall since, according to Feng Shui, that is a color that is important to me. So I did these little mandala stencils on each of the panels of this closet. So I like those. They're super neat. And I painted the pulls, and I painted the frames of my whiteboards, also gold. And what I'm going to do in this corner to the right of the closet is do more gold frames with affirmations in them. What I want to do in this closet, which is full of just camping gear and stuff, is, of course, organize some of this stuff into my closet because it doesn't fit in these other places. So on this wall, I touched up the blue, and I also redid the ceiling. This wall is yet to be done. Part of me thinks I could do it blue, but I really don't want to. What I like, actually, is to do it a green color that would look nice with this blue. This blue is kind of I don't know if you can tell in this in this camera angle, it's kind of a robin's egg blue, or like a turquoise blue. It's quite nice, actually. I really do like it. And my husband was suggesting, if you look at this chakra, see the blue and the green next to each other. So the blue on the wall is quite like the blue that's there on the poster. And so if I got a green like the green on the poster, then it would be somewhat complementary. So that's kind of what I had thought for this wall, is a green, but I haven't picked it out yet. I'm going to get blinds for the windows. And my kid had painted the windowsills black. You can't really tell in here, but did a kind of a crappy job of didn't use any painter's tape. So I am going to go in and actually, I don't know if this is a terrible idea or not, but I'm going to go in and actually paint this black as well, all the way around. So kind of like an eyeliner, because I've tried scraping this off and it just doesn't come off very well. So I think I'm going to actually increase the black. And what I had in mind, I don't know if I shared this with you, what I had in mind for the inspiration for the colors in here was going to be this Turkish tile, which is blues and greens and reds and whites and blacks, actually. I stuck that little beach sign up because I want to remind myself that I will be moving to Costa Rica as soon as we can manage it. And that might be 5 years and that might be more, but I also changed the placement of the furniture in here and I'm not super happy with it yet. This is my desk, which I've turned into a standing desk. And I want to get an actual stand for my laptop and not this box, but for right now, that's what I'm using. This little desk was my husband's in another room, and we brought it in here because it didn't fit in the room that Robert's, my son, is going to take. But I don't really like it in here, and it does really block off like the reading chair, and so I'm thinking maybe I will get rid of the desk. It's a nice desk. I just don't really know what to do with it. And I put my books under the window. I'm going to add a bunch of hanging plants in this corner. I've got one over here, although as you can tell, it doesn't really fit on the hook. So I need a bigger hook or repot it into something that has a smaller hook. And I'm going to turn this into an altar. It's very decidedly unaltered right now. But I think I'll do some red accents over here. So I'll put a red cover on this buffet and put a red framed mirror here. So that's kind of my plan. I would like to pull up the carpet in here because it's gross and get a nice rug that will be a mixture of the blues and greens that I want in here. So I wanted to give you an update just because I had been feeling really overwhelmed by it, and I had all of the furniture right here. It was all in the middle of the room covered in plastic, and I couldn't use this room at all. And it was starting to really get to me, and I dislike the podcast videos that I've been putting out because they're not in this room. So I wanted to start, even though I still have painting to do, I wanted to get the furniture out of the middle of the room so that I could at least walk in here. So that is that room. Now, if we back out, I want to show you the room that's going to be the storage room. And right now it looks, like a nice little guest room, actually, which is what it was. We had some guests this week and they slept on these futons. And this futon is going away. And this one I'm hoping we can keep in here as long as we can get enough small enough shelving for this wall that will allow us to keep that piece in here. But yeah, I think that I'm not brave enough to show you the other room that is supposed to be Robert's. We haven't started on moving all of Robert's things into this room, or excuse me, all of the studio things into this room so that we can make the studio Robert's room. This used to be his room. All right. Thank you for letting me share that update so that I will feel better and let you into a little piece of my world. That's what these connection videos are for. So if you want to, you can direct message me on Instagram, or you can contact me, leave a message through Patreon. I would love to hear from you. Talk to you soon. Be well, and thank you again for all your support.